All right. So last night, this is what I wanted to see, right? I wanted to see us come down and end up reversing back to our new week opening gap down here. And here's the thing, I do think that today we have a strong possibility of being very seek and destroy. So that kind of does, we don't really have any news coming out today, so that really does affect what's going on, even during Asia session. Um, so I do think we're going to be very seek and destroy. We're going to be very range bound. But what I will say is typically, this is what I've been studying this a lot more recently. But looking at our Asia session move, what we typically do is whenever we gap up and create a new week opening gap, let's say we gap up like this, we continue up until about 9 p.m. Eastern, and around 9 p.m. Eastern is usually when we end up reversing and coming back down and filling new week opening gap. Now, that did not happen last night, so I never ended up taking a trade because we never really got that reversal. All we've seen is just some seek and destroy conditions, so no trade yet. So let's just go back to our higher time frame. Let's just look at some of this stuff here. Let's chart out our previous day high, previous day low, all that good stuff. So up here, previous day high. I don't have high expectations for price action today. I really expect today just to be very range bound. Again, no news Monday. That is my expectation. But yes, we are finally breaking. We're finally breaking that level. Let's go back real quick. Let's look. Right, remember how I said I wanted to see us reverse down at this level here? This is that level that I wanted to start looking for shorts from. So I will start looking for shorts around market open, right? Where market is opening right now. So I'll start looking for shorts pretty soon, just to see if if we're going to come down and actually fill new date or new week opening gap right there. But again, let's just make sure we're doing all of our charting. We are in a 4-hour busy, so remember this 4-hour closes at 10 a.m. So in about 30 minutes. So we do want to pay attention to this right here. 4-hour busy right there. We need to see us close below if we're going to see any kind of continuation down to sell side, right? Right there. And then we have a little bit of swing high up here. I guess, we'll probably see it better on the 1 hour. 1 hour swing high up here, we can see it better. 1 hour busy right here as well. 1 hour BPR up here. So yes, I do want to see us come down and fill this new week opening gap. That's what I would like to see us do. As we can see, guys, we've been very choppy leading into today. Just extremely choppy, extremely range bound. I keep saying it, but we will most likely be range bound. We will have seek and destroy today, most likely. So I'm going to keep looking for that. Just looking at the 1 hour, I do want to see us continue. I'm not expecting any real breakouts. I'm just expecting this range. But what I do want to see at least is for these shorts to start stepping in. Finally, this is what I was looking for last night, right? Coming down into this level and then coming down to fill new week opening gap and possibly taking out this sell side liquidity down here. That's really what I was looking for last night. We'll see if we actually do it here. We'll see if we actually do it. So, what I will say to you guys today, I know that I am back in trading this week, but I will only trade if we have good price action, right? I will only trade if we have good price action. So, if it's going to be super choppy or seek and destroy conditions, you probably won't see me trade. But if we're going to see good price action, then yes, I will be looking to execute my trades. Last week, I only traded one day, right? Ended the week green. I only traded Monday, but obviously that was for some other reasons. That was for other reasons, not because of the market. But I'm feeling good, feeling fresh. I hope you guys are feeling good and feeling ready this week. Sorry for the late start. A little bit of a late start this morning, but we are at it. We are here. We are ready to go. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are ready for an awesome week. Let's just stay up to date with our news this week. Let's stay up to date with everything going on. Remember, in about a week, we have an election. We have an election in about a week, just over a week. So remember that this is one of the main reasons we've seen this market be all over the place recently, right? Is this election season. So it's almost over. It's almost over. All right. So we're still looking pretty bearish right here. We're still looking pretty bearish. Let's also find our you know, Asia high, Asia low, London high, London low levels, right? And we can see we've just took out, that was our Asia low that we've already taken out down there. If we come all the way up to here, what level is this? Not level, not level. So really we've taken out all of our previous session highs and lows, right? We've taken out Asia high, we've taken out Asia low, we've taken out London high, we've taken out London low, just because we've been seek and destroy. We have been very, very seek and destroy. So no previous session highs and lows. The only previous session highs and lows we have are previous day high, which was New York AM high, and then we have previous day low all the way down there. So again, I'm just expecting the furthest I would expect these shorts to go down would literally probably be down to just fill new week opening gap, maybe down to this low. The farthest I would expect the longs to go is maybe just up to previous day high, right? I'm not really expecting any real breakouts here. And we can go all the way to the weekly. We can see the weekly. We're trying to break above the weekly SIBI finally, right? And we have our all-time highs up here. This is our ultimate target. Is, you know, we want to see all-time highs get hit at some point. Just because ES has already seen, you know, we've already hit all-time highs on ES. I don't expect that to happen in the next week or so. But in the future, there's a strong possibility we do go up for those all-time highs. So really what we're looking at here is the 4-hour time frame, right? We close on the 4-hour at 10 a.m. Eastern every morning. If we close below this 4-hour, I would expect us to come down and trade back into this 4-hour, right? If we close inside of this 4-hour, respecting it, getting a bounce from it, then I would expect us to try to push up a little bit for buy side, right? All I'm expecting is just back and forth. I'm just waiting for, you know, at least a little bit more confirmation that, you know, these shorts are going to start stepping in here. But this is what I do expect. I would expect these shorts to try and step in. I would expect these shorts to try and step in pretty soon, all the way down to new week opening gap. We are bouncing off a 1 minute SIBI. Right, we're bouncing there, but we're just not seeing any kind of fall through. I would kind of want to see a little bit more structure form, maybe some kind of inversion, something along those lines would be nice to see. Hey, thank you, JS. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Remember the 5th of November. Exactly. This November 5th is going to be one. It's going to be one to remember, that's for sure. That is for sure. Hopefully for my friends of the U.S., you guys have gone and exercised your right to vote. I encourage everybody to go and vote. That is my encouragement to you guys in this next week. If you haven't already, go vote. Go do it. Go and do it. All right. So just waiting. We're very choppy right now. Not in short yet. I've been looking for shorts since last night, but we've just been super choppy. So what I do want to see is these shorts come down to try and touch into new week opening gap down here. But I'm not in short yet just because we're very choppy. We're not creating really good structure yet. Not creating good structure. I will not influence the way anybody votes. I will not say who I am voting for personally. All I'll say is that it's important that everybody does go vote. But it is not my job to, in my opinion, to tell you who I'm voting for or try to influence anybody's votes. I just think you need to have your own convictions. You need to do your research and figure out who you want to vote for and go do that. That's what I'll say. I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. Yeah, we don't need to get hostile in the chat. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the charts. So I do really want to see the short step in. Just very choppy since open. Let's look over here at ES as well. I'm going to just chart out previous day high, previous day low over here on ES. Let's see that over here. Previous day high. Previous day low. Right in the middle. We're right in the middle of those levels. We're bouncing off a 4-hour busy as well. Right there on ES. We have in new week opening gap down here also. New week opening gap, that 1 hour down here. Let's see. So pretty much the same thing over here on ES that we see on NQ. Very similar structure. We do, we have very, very similar structure here. So this is what I expect all day, right? I expect us to be super choppy and then make a small move, and then be super choppy and then make a small move, right? That's like my expectation on the day. That's why I'm not really coming in with I'm not in a rush to take any trades this morning just because of, it's a no news Monday, guys. We know how no news Mondays go. If you guys have been trading for, at least a few months, you know how no news Mondays affect the market, right? We know it's going to be lower probability. We have to wait and see if we really get a good setup, right? If you know that a day is going to be lower probability, then why are you going and forcing trades? There's no point in doing that, right? You need to see your setups. So that's why every day you need to look at the news before you start trading and see, okay, is today going to be, higher volatility, or is it going to be lower probability today? Is there going to be less movement? Is it going to be seek and destroy? And if it's going to be seek and destroy, and you can already see that going into from pre-market into market open, then you know that you most likely are going to stay out of the market completely, unless you finally see the perfect setup for you, right? Unless you see your A+ setup. So yes, we have created right here, we have created a little bit of a bearish breaker. We've created a little bit of a bearish breaker here. High, low, higher, high, displacement lows, bearish unicorn technically. So we look at the 5-minute here, lowest down close candle. That's our breaker. And then we have a 5-minute SIBI up here, which is our unicorn. So we do have a 5-minute bearish unicorn model right there. We haven't traded into it yet. And technically, we haven't created the breaker until we close below. We need to close below this wick here, right? That would officially create the breaker. So I'd want to see us close below this low on the 5-minute and then trade back into the unicorn right there. And then we can look and see if we're actually going to get that continuation, down to new week opening gap. Or start creating some kind of structure, because so far, we're not really creating any good structure yet. Not the best structure yet. Yeah, exactly, Tony. If this is, if you're someone that struggles on these types of days, exactly, that means the market's giving you the day off. That means you should stay out of the market and not risk your capital. If you struggle trading these kinds of days, then don't do it. That's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right, so a little bit of SMT at the lows right now. Or actually, never mind. ES is taking out that low, so no SMT there. We're creating a 1-minute SIBI up here, though. 1-minute SIBI. Let's see if we actually bounce off of it, if we're just going to run right through it here. Yeah, see, that's good. That is great awareness right there, Tony. Great awareness, man. That is what you need to focus on. If you think today is going to destroy your mental capital or your actual capital, then don't trade. Just stay away from it. There's no point. There's no point. Just stay away. All right, so far we haven't seen anything that tells me that I should be taking a trade. Nothing yet. All right, let's see. We're starting to bounce a little bit off of this 1 minute. We're about to create the 5-minute bearish unicorn up here. 15-minute opening range breakout levels. All right, so this is the short. This is where I was looking to short yesterday for sure. This is where I was starting to look to short. We still need to see us close below and create the breaker, right? There's just still not enough conviction for me to be jumping into the shorts yet. As much as I want to see these shorts come in, there's not enough conviction yet. Right, and just going back to what I was talking about, Asia session, guys, start looking out for this. So when I'm not calling out a trade, start looking for this. Whenever we create our new week opening gap or our new day opening gap every single night at 6 p.m. Eastern, we typically will either gap up or gap down. So let's say for this instance, we gapped up. What we typically will do is we'll continue in that direction of where we gapped up or down until about 9 p.m. Eastern. Typically, we'll move that direction until about 9 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll see our Asia reversal. And usually, not every time, but usually what happens is Asia will then reverse down and fill that new week opening gap or new day opening gap all the way back down. So that's what I was looking for, but we never saw that reversal until right now we're starting to see it. Okay, we just got to break a structure there on 15. Now we have the bearish unicorn on the 5 minute. So now we're starting to look like we want to, finally break out here. We have our 15-minute opening range. 15-minute orb right here. So I'm going to start looking for shorts pretty soon. I'm going to start looking for shorts pretty soon here. All right, and I'm going to look to catch them down into, consequent encroachment level of our new week opening gap down to this level. But we still need to see our structure, right? We still need to see good structure. Still need to see our entry model. Because I'm not really expecting a crazy move. I'm just expecting us to possibly just kind of slowly move down or make our way into new week opening gap. Try to fill this gap a little bit and then end up reversing right back up. But it would be nice to see us trade into the 5-minute unicorn up here. I would like to see us trade into the 5-minute unicorn. Right? We made this high, low, higher, high displacement of lows. Fair value gap overlapping the breaker. Unicorn model. You guys know me. That's my favorite model right there, especially on a 5 or 15-minute time frame. So I'm going to use my fib real quick. Look at that, guys. First standard deviation lines up perfectly with the top of new week opening gap. That is like the perfect lineup right there. Second standard deviation is down at the sell side all the way down here, equal lows. So again, when I see standard deviation levels lining up pretty perfectly with our breaker block with our unicorn down to the levels I already wanted to look for profit off of, that just gives me a little bit of extra conviction. So what I would love for us to do right now is create some, like a 1-minute bullish fair value gap here, trade into the 5-minute fair value gap up here, SIBI, get a bounce off the unicorn, and then come down and inverse a 1-minute busy. Use that inverse fair value gap as an entry model to take down, right? To take short. That's what I would like to see here. And again, this is one of those days where if I don't see my perfect entry model, I'm not going to be taking a trade. I'm not going to be taking a trade. And I don't care if I didn't take a trade last week, right? If I haven't traded since last Monday, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm not gonna let that affect the way I trade today. I'm not gonna let that make me start forcing trades today just because I haven't traded in a while. No, that would be the worst thing I could do. I need to see my perfect setup if I'm going to take any trades today. That's just how it goes. That's something that I want you guys to learn. There's no point in risking your capital if you don't see your perfect setup. Right? There might be other days where you can be a little bit riskier. You can be a little bit riskier with your entries because price action's better. But on a no news Monday, that's just not a day where you should be super aggressive or super risky, in my opinion. That's not a day that I'm going to be super risky. All right, and yet again, we have a whole week ahead of us. A whole week ahead of us. And I don't plan on anything really bad happening to me again, so hopefully hopefully I'll be able to trade this whole week. My weekend was good, man. My weekend was good. Thanks for asking. Very relaxing. It was cool having John out here. Got to hang out with John for the weekend and, hang out with the friends and have a pretty chill weekend. Pretty good. How about you, man? How about you, Mark? Morning, Slick. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. Muchly needed. Muchly needed. I'll say that. Wait, Mark, you're gonna be a dad? What? Dude, I didn't know that. Bro, congrats, dude. Congrats, brother. That's awesome, man. So we ended up dressing up, me, John, and Braden, all dressed up as our friend West, who is in this Discord, Wild West. So you guys know Wild West. We all just dressed up as him, and it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty good. And then Wes ended up being dressed up as a baby, which was pretty awesome. All right, guys, these shorts are really trying to step in here. I just still haven't seen my entry model yet. We are getting our opening range breakout level here, though. Opening range breakout here on the 15-minute. I just really wanted to see us tap into the 5-minute unicorn up there. So this is the move that I was waiting to happen. This is what I wanted to see last night. Obviously, I called this out last night. What's up, Sean No, we have not taken a trade yet. We have not taken a trade. No trades yet. I've been still looking for the shorts and looking for a good entry in the shorts. I still haven't loved any entry models yet. Right? I know, yeah, we could have looked for a short off the 1-minute Civi up here, but I wasn't ready to take that short yet. Off of this imbalance, with the way price was chopping so much, that would have been a pretty low probability trade right there. So it just wasn't the entry I was looking for. And here's the deal. Even if I miss out on this short right now, look, that doesn't bother me because I will just wait for the reversal because I know that we're going to most likely reverse right back up to get buy side. Right, so even if I do miss out on these shorts because I don't see my entry model still. I still don't see my entry model. A good entry model that I want to use. Then I'll just wait for that reversal. I'll wait for the longs. Right, you could trade the 15-minute opening breakout. That could be your entry model here. You could trade it. What I just didn't like is that we never tapped back into the breaker. We never tapped back into the unicorn. We never gave me my entry model that I really wanted to take short. Now I know these shorts are stepping in. We're almost to that that first TP level to the top of the new week opening gap. That's okay. I still need to see a good entry model. And I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying it. The reason I can almost guarantee the reason that a lot of people here are probably failing in their trading, and it's just temporary, right? Failing is temporary. It doesn't stay as long as you learn from it. But a main reason you might be failing in your trading is because you're not waiting for your entry models. You're chasing price every morning. You hear me say that price is going to be, bearish, and then you just jump into a short. And again, I never called out an actual trade, and then you end up getting stopped out because you're not actually looking at real entry models. You got to find your real entry models, and you have to be okay with missing out on a move if your entry model never shows up. You have to be okay with that, or you're never going to, I'm going to be honest with you, you will not find success. It's just the truth. You won't find success if you're not actually trading with a real strategy. You have to. Right. If you think that you can come into this market and trade without a strategy, this is one of the hardest things to do, guys. Trading is one of the most difficult things to do. But it becomes a lot easier, a lot simpler when you have a very good strategy that you stick to every single day. Hey, and if that's the only thing you learn from me, Matthew, I'm okay with that. If that's the only thing you learn from me, I'm completely okay with that. If you can just learn to be patient, then I have done at least part of my job. I have done at least part of my job here, and I am happy. Obviously, there's a lot more I want you to learn from me, but that is the main thing. That is the main thing. No, yeah, no, exactly. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Right. What I typically do see though, it's very funny because we'll have some new people join up, and what usually happens is they'll see like what I mean. All of us have been there, right? Where we just start trading and we expect to take all of these trades. We expect to take every single trade in the market. Every time we see a big move, we want to take the trade. So what people will do is they'll join the Discord, they'll join VIP, they'll join my live session. They're newer to trading, and they'll see a big move happen, and then they'll see me not take the trade, and then they'll be like, what the heck is this? Like, this guy sucks. He's not even a good trader, and then they'll cancel, right? Because they just don't understand yet. They don't understand what trading really is, and that's okay. But hopefully I'm able to reach those people, or if any of you are feeling that same thing, hopefully you understand that not every move means you should be taking a trade. Right? You have to see your setup every single time. Doesn't matter how many points or how many ticks it moves. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I just think that means they're not ready to be trading. That means they shouldn't be trading, honestly. But hopefully I can reach some of those people that have that feeling. My goal is to be able to reach some of those people, and just hopefully they learn that being patient is the way to go. And that's okay if they don't want to stick around. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't hurt me. Sometimes I wish they would stick around so that they could actually learn, Okay, so this is what's difficult about right now. Right? We just inversed a 2-minute. We just inversed a small 1-minute SIBI. So we keep we're inversing levels, and then we end up coming right back down. We're just not really creating great entry levels here. Thanks, Shosky. No, we just changed it. We just had that made, actually. Pretty hyped about it. I love it. I love it so much. We just uploaded that to the banner on Friday or Saturday, I think. Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. 3 minutes fair value gap. Okay, so we do have a 3-minute SIBI there. We have a small 4-minute above. No 5-minute. So again, we're very close to that first TP level already. So yeah, and trade down to 3. If you have conviction to short that 3-minute, then go ahead and look for your short off the 3-minute. We do have a nice 3-minute bearish order block, 3-minute SIBI, for sure. If that's your conviction, look to take it. I still don't love it yet. I still don't absolutely love it. I'm kind of waiting right now to see if we get inversion of that 4-hour. Right, we're about to close. We're about to be at the end of the hour, and we are right near the bottom of this 4-hour busy. So I want to see if we're going to inverse it. If we do, then I'll expect us to come down and try to fill all of this new week opening gap here. Well, we're excited to have you back, JS. Excited to have you back. Sweet, Ron. Yeah, no, of course, man. That is, I think it's so helpful having, if you are someone that doesn't exactly know all of where all the fair value gaps are yet, the Lux Algo is huge, man. Lux Algo fair value gap is huge, right? Because look, I can turn it on right now and show you guys. Boom, it's going to show you all of your fair value gaps on whatever time frame you're on, right? Now for me, I don't keep it on because I like to do it manually, and I don't like having my charts all cluttered because of where I'm at in my trading. But I know for a lot of people that's super beneficial and super helpful to be able to see your levels. And there's so many different things you can use it for. You can use it for order blocks, for fair value gaps. You can use it for certain entry models. You can use it for sessions, right? You can use it for Asia session, New York session. If you're struggling to know when each one is, it's just a little bit of a boost to help you see these things in real time. So yeah, I'm glad that you're using that, Ron, because it's very beneficial. Yeah, Ren. I think I mean, I like it a lot. I used to use it when I first started trading. Yeah, when I was learning, I used it all the time. I use it all the time. At this point, I don't use it anymore, but I still think it's very beneficial for a lot of people to use. All right, so this is why I haven't gotten to a short yet, because look, you know, even let's say even if you wanted to take the short, there's still not, to me, like there's still not my A+ setup yet. We're about to close on the hour. We have 40 seconds. I'm going to wait and see if we get inversion of the 4 hour here, right? This right here, this is the 4 hour. Are we going to close below this level right now? We have 30 seconds. If we close below, then yes, I would like to see a good short entry model, a good bearish entry model to take me down to at least equilibrium of this, you know, or the constant encroachment of this new week opening gap. So it looks like we're about to close below. Looks like we're going to get inversion here. That 4 hour busy. Got a few seconds left. Let's see if we do it. New hour. Just be careful of volatility. So we got inversion of the 4 hour. That's a good sign, right, for the shorts. Obviously, we still have this 1 hour we haven't inversed. But I do want to see these shorts start coming down. So now we have a 15-minute SIBI up here. 15-minute SIBI right up here. We still have our 5-minute bearish unicorn. I would love if we just traded back into that level. That would give us a much better entry level. So at least trade into this 15-minute SIBI would be awesome. Right up here. If we can trade into this level right here. That's our 15-minute. That would be a nice level for us to trade into, or into the 5-minute unicorn as well. So we'll see if we do trade back into either of those levels. I'm just waiting for better structure, guys. You can see right now on the 1 minute, it's all chop, big wicks, no fair value gaps. That is not what I want to trade. I want to see full body candles without long wicks with fair value gaps. That's what I want to see. Right? I want to see structure. I want to see us form some 1 minute fair value gaps, bullish fair value gaps, trade into a 15-minute SIBI, 5-minute unicorn, and then get inversion of those fair value gaps, and then take the inverse entry short, right? That's what I want to see here. It's what I've been talking about since pre-market. That same exact idea. So this is what I want to start seeing right here, right? I want to see these bullish fair value gaps forming right now. This is going to start giving me conviction if we finally come up here and bounce off of some 5-minute or 15-minute SIBIs. That would give me a lot of conviction and then jump into short, you know, jump into a short position. So we're creating a 1 minute busy down here. One minute busy right here. I would like to see us trade into the 15-minute imbalance up above. Looks like we're very weak right now. We're not able to do that yet. We're now into silver bullet, so let's see if we do bounce off of, you know, 1 minute bullish order block right here, 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Let's see if we do want to trade up into the 15-minute. So I'll keep being patient until I see my setup. And if we don't see our setup, then we won't take a trade. We'll just stay out of the market. That is fine by me. That is fine by me. Oh, and just another announcement for you guys. So we are starting an email newsletter. So if you guys are interested in being a part of that, we're just going to be sending updates, announcements through that email. Just a bunch of stuff through that email. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to, you can go to our welcome page. If you go to the hashtag welcome channel, all you have to do is just input your email there, and you can be a part of that. And if you don't, completely okay. But just wanted to let you guys know if that's something you want to be a part of, if you want to get updates and stuff through that, if you want to be a part of the newsletter, I definitely encourage you to join that. All right, and then I'll have an update for you guys about clothing today. After the session. I will let you guys know where we're at with that, and you know, once we are fully ready to launch that to you guys, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, so we got some pretty cool clothing that we're working on. So right now, the drop that we're going to do for you guys is going to be more of our basic Eternal Exchange clothing. Very cool designs still. I still really like all of our designs, and all the clothing I really like it. You guys have seen some of it already that I've been wearing. But we have some pretty cool future design ideas that are going to be very, very sweet. So right now we're just going to have like our basic line of Eternal Exchange clothing, and then we're going to start, you know, dropping some more cooler and cooler clothing throughout time. Oh, that'd be sick. Put like the unicorn model on the back. Dude, that'd be awesome. I'd love that actually. That'd be sick. I'm definitely down for that. All right, noted, Endo. Noted. All right, guys, we're bouncing off the 1 minute busy here, but just still, you guys can see this price action. You can see it's not the best. It's not the best right here. Right now, we are respecting some 1 minute bullish order flow. Just look how terrible ES looks over here. Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. The best entry model in the world. That's what I like. I like simple designs that are just very, very cool. Yeah, but guys, check out the banner. Check out the banner and let me know what you think. What do you guys think of the new banner? Top left of the Discord. Okay, we just got inversion, guys. We just inversed that 1 minute busy. We just inversed that 1 minute busy, but we still haven't tapped into the 15 minute above. Sick. Yeah, guys, I love the new banner. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we're gonna be using that. That's gonna be kind of our new mascot right there. That guy. We have some pretty cool designs that are gonna be coming up with that mascot. All right, so back to chopping. Back to chopping again. I'm just still waiting for us to trade into that 15-minute Sibby up here. Still waiting for us to trade into it. The chop is real, guys. Don't get eaten up in this chop right now. Don't get destroyed in this chop. Don't blow your accounts on a Monday because you can't stay patient. Please. Please, 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 please. Yep, Monday Blender is right. Right, but for those of you that are new, that might be newer to trading, if you guys, all you have to do is look at the news. All you have to do is look at the news for the day. And if you see that we have no news on a Monday, then just don't trade. Unless, like, you literally have to be so patient. That's all you have to do. That's how you know if the day is going to be decent price action or not. It's simple as that, right? The probability that we have a good day of price action is much lower when there's no news affecting our market, especially on a Monday. So if you're new and that's a way that you can just figure out, okay, JB said yesterday, JB sent out an announcement and he said, guys, expect sideways price action today. That's what he said, right? And what do we see today? We see some sideways price action. Okay, good, Alpha. Man, don't scare me like that, dude. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Morning, Mike. All right, so we're about to trade into the 15-minute. We're finally trading into the 15-minute SIBI up here. So let's see if we get a nice bounce, or if we even want to trade up into the 5-minute bearish unicorn up here. That would be even better if we can trade up into this 5-minute unicorn. I just still want to see us create a nice 1-minute busy. 1-minute busy here. If we can create a 1-minute busy and then come down and inverse it, and we're bouncing off a 5-minute unicorn, a 15-minute SIBI, that would give me a lot more conviction to jump into a short. Right here, 1-minute busy. Okay, we're coming up to the unicorn up here. We're now trading into the breaker at least into the breaker, the 5-minute bearish breaker, and we're trading into the 15-minute SIBI here. So now I want to see us at least, trade up to here and start reversing. If we can come down and inverse this 1 minute, that's when I'm looking for my short. I'm looking to hold it down to these lows. All right, that would be around 200 ticks of profit there from this inverse. Okay, we're coming down. Let's see if we can get inversion here. Right now, we're still respecting the busy. We're still respecting bullish order flow. I will wait. I'm not going to take the aggressive entry right here. I'm going to wait for us to close below. I will wait for us to close below and then retest. We're at the 50% of the fib. 50%. Of which range are you looking at? Okay, we just got inversion. So now I want to see us come up and retest. If we can test this inverse and bounce off of it, I will look for my entry. Or if we can create this, BPR here. Bounce price range, and we trade into the bounce price range, I'll look for my entry. Again, I'm not going to chase price right now. I'm going to wait for my fair value gap entry. I'm going to wait for my inverse entry. If this one starts running away, I'll wait for the next 1-minute SIBI to form, and I'll take that for my entry. All right, so I'm getting my confirmation here. We're bouncing off a 5-minute bearish breaker, a 15-minute SIBI. We just inversed a 1-minute busy. Overall, we want to see price move lower. So I have my confirmations right now. I have my convictions. Now I just need to see my entry model. Right? You could have taken the aggressive entry right as we inversed. And if you did that, your trade's looking pretty good right now. But me personally, I'm waiting because it is a no news Monday and because price action's been pretty bad so far. I am waiting for I need way more conviction here. I need to see us trade back into this level, get a bounce from it. Now we have a balanced price range up here. We have a nice BPR up here that we can trade into. So I'll start looking for my entry from here. So waiting for my entry. I want to see us trade into this level and see a nice bounce. What's up, Jack? No trade yet. We're waiting for our first trade right now. Looking to take this short. We just bounced off a 5-minute bearish breaker, 15-minute SIBI. We inversed a 1-minute busy. So if we start bouncing off of this 1-minute BPR right here, I will look for my entry. If we're not going to bounce off of it, then I'm going to stay out. If we get a nice bounce here, I'm going to jump into an entry. Okay, so far, decent bounce. Not anything crazy yet. Not enough for me to jump in yet. I need to see a real bounce before I jump in. Okay, we closed respecting it, but we closed bullish, so I'm not going to get an entry off of a bullish candle here. I will not get an entry off a bullish candle. I need to see this one start really turning bearish, or else I'm staying out of this, right? I will not take this trade. This is why I like to wait for my extra confirmation. On a day like today, on a normal day of price action, I might have taken the aggressive entry, right? Because we would see more fall through, but this is not a day where I'm going to take an aggressive entry. As we can see right now, we're not really respecting, we're not bouncing from this bounce price range from the inverse. There's no bounce, so there's no reason that I should be jumping into my entry. And that's why I stayed out of this, right? That's why I have not taken an entry yet. This is why I'm being extra conservative today. All right, no reason to get my entry yet. Because now we just came up and we completely closed above. Well, now I can't get my entry there. So now I gotta wait. Now I gotta wait. 1 minute busy down here now. But this is just the way price action looks today, right? This is why I'm not gonna force any dumb trades. Just because there's not really any follow through here. No follow through yet. No follow through. Patience, patience, patience. Patience, 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 my friends. All right, and if we need to, then we'll just wait for our next trading session, which is not too far away, right? Because on Mondays, we just run them almost back to back. We'll just wait for the next trading session, and we'll look to see if there's better price action during that session. But my advice to you is if you are feeling yourself letting this price action start tempting you into taking bad trades, you're forcing bad trades, you're forcing your hand in the market, please close your computer and walk away before you start blowing accounts, before you start losing more than you should. Just walk away. Walk away, walk away, walk away. There's no point. There's no point. Or close out your broker completely, close out Tradovate or whatever broker you're trading on, and then just do some charting. Do some charting and stay on the session if you want to, and just do some learning. No reason to be blowing accounts today. None at all. It's just really not worth it. And I've said this from the first few minutes I jumped on this session. The first few minutes I jumped on for pre-market analysis, I said that, right? So please, 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 please don't blow your accounts. Don't take dumb trades. If you feel like you have to trade, then just open up a demo account. Trade on paper, right? Paper trade. Don't even risk it. And you guys might not believe me. I don't know if maybe you're just struggling with, because I struggle with the same issues. But I'm telling you right now, the only reason, or one of the only reasons I started finding any success in my trading was because I stopped taking the trades during bad price action. That was one of the main reasons that completely changed my trading. And that's why I preach it so much, and that's why I continue to tell you guys, and it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, and I continue to say the same thing because it's so important. I wouldn't teach you if I hadn't already gone through it myself. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't teach you if I hadn't found success by staying away from it. So I will continue to beat the dead horse, figuratively, not a real one. For as long as I am teaching trading, I will continue to teach this exact idea. This I will never stop teaching this. Because for some of you, this is literally the one thing that might be holding you back from success. This might be the one thing that's holding you back from getting payouts, from being profitable. This could be the one thing. For me, that was the one thing that was still holding me back. I had a great strategy, right? I knew my strategy. I was finding little success here and there. I was being very consistent, but I was not able to stay away from these days, which then would cause me to blow up my accounts, and then I would have to restart all over again. I would have to restart after doing super good for a few weeks or a month or however long that was, and then I'd have to completely restart, and I just wasted a bunch of money because I just could not stay away from these days. And I know it sucks, and it's a normal part of trading. But literally what you can tell yourself, if you can actually do this, I'm telling you, if you look at the news on Sunday night and you see, okay, Monday is no news Monday, I'm not trading Monday. Or Friday is going to be NFP Friday, I'm not trading Friday, right? If you can do that before every single week and you mark those days that you're not going to trade, and you have to stay away and you can't get FOMO if something good does happen during those days, you have to ultimately decide, I'm not going to trade this day. I'm not going to trade that day because I know that I am more likely to blow up, my accounts on those days. If you're actually serious about success, if you're serious about taking your trading to the next level, then that's something you'll do. If you're not serious about it, then you'll continue to make the same mistakes. You'll continue to trade those days, and you won't see any improvement. So again, if you are truly serious about succeeding in this trading thing, in this trading game, about being successful, about being profitable, you will start to do things like that. That's when you'll start to change. Let's see. Matthew, you said, I've been laying back, falling back asleep. Feels good not trading if the trade isn't there. Doesn't it? Isn't it a great feeling? It's like the worst feeling when you take a trade and you didn't have a trade model and then you take a loss and you're like, why did I even take that trade? It's a terrible feeling. But it's a way better feeling, amazing feeling when you don't see your trade model, you don't see your entry model, and then you don't trade. It's an amazing feeling, especially when you see that it wouldn't have followed through. That's an even better feeling. Honest Money, you said, please do, it works. It has been the only thing that has saved me. Well, then I will keep doing it, right? If that, and even if it's just you that I'm helping, I'll keep doing it. Hopefully it's more people that I'm helping, but yeah, it's so important. So important. So I'm still waiting, guys, to see if we can, actually maybe trade into that 5-minute unicorn here. We still haven't traded into the unicorn. We've traded into the breaker a few times. Oh, yeah, guys. So as some of you guys may know, there's a lot of fake Trader Joe accounts being made and trying to scam people. And that's on Discord. That is also on Instagram. Like I had my cousin who doesn't even follow my Trader Joe account reach out to me and say, hey, is this you? And there's a fake account of me asking my cousin for money on Instagram that she doesn't even follow my Trader Joe account. And I was like, okay, that's not good. And they blocked me, so I couldn't even see the account. So if you see these accounts that are DMing you that are not me, please report them. Do not respond or send them any money. Don't do that, please, because I will never reach out to you first. There's a reason I don't reach out to you first, and it's exactly because of this. Please, if you see a Trader Joe account or a John Wicks account or a Braden account, don't respond unless it is for the prop firm giveaway, maybe with Braden, because there's not really any fake Braden accounts. There might be one or two out there. But for me, at least, report those accounts, please, because there's more and more scammers recently. And yeah, Matthew, thank you for bringing that to my attention, because there's been a lot more scammer accounts. So just try to report them. Don't send them your money, please, because I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for money, guys. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there's so many of them. And some of them are really funny, because if you look through the bio on some of them, they're just like completely false and completely wrong from what my actual account looks like. Yeah, some of them are some of them are good. Some of them are pretty good. But just remember, I will never reach out to you guys first for this exact reason. Yeah, that's their go-to line. They say, hey, how's your trading going? And then they ask you for your bank account information. It's crazy. It's insane that there's people doing that. So just want you guys to be aware of that. Just want you to be aware of that. That would really suck. That would really suck. All right, this market really sucks, right? This market is not good right now. So no trades for me at the moment. See, that's cool, Annan, right? Waste their time and mess with them. That's always fun to do. That's always fun. Easy Sunshine, I'm going to go take the kids to school. I think I'll wait to trade until... Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Good idea, Easy Sunshine. That's what I would probably recommend a lot of people doing that, right? Probably just not trading and taking this session off until our next trading session. There's no good setups right now. No good setups. That's okay, guys. There's nothing that shouldn't be disappointing. That shouldn't be disappointing, right? That's just a part of trading. That's a part of our career as traders, right? There's going to be days where we take it off, and there's going to be days where we're looking to execute trades. That's a part of it. You shouldn't have to trade every single day to get your fix in. No, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. Next trading sesh is we run it during lunch hour on Mondays, because typically, I like to look for that lunchtime reversal during that time. I don't know if today will be great, but we'll still hop on. And if we don't see good, price action, then we'll just do some education. We'll just go over some education. We'll talk about, whatever you guys want to talk about, or I'll go over a certain entry model or a certain idea, and we can do some learning. So it'll be at, I think, 9:30 Pacific. 9:30 Pacific, so 12:30 EST. 12:30 EST. Yeah, guys. So again, we've been on here for an hour now, and this is all we've seen. This is all we've seen, right? Really, the only entry that you maybe could have taken that would have been decent, in my opinion, would have been all the way up here from this 1 minute Sibby, but it still was not worth it to me because of our chop. Still choppy. So I still don't think there's been any entries that have actually been worth taking. So what I'll probably do is just, hop off here and take a break and wait for price action to see if it gets any better, and then we'll run our next trading session in about, a few hours. And what I recommend to you guys is either closing out your broker and just studying for the next few hours and back testing and learning some entry models, watching my videos or watching YouTube videos about, ICT concepts, or just closing your computer, taking a walk outside, going to the gym, taking care of what you need to take care of. Don't let that temptation control you, and then come back for prop firm session with a fresh mind, right? Right, that's what my recommendation to you would be today for the next few hours. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, is take a break, make some food, take my dog out for a walk, relax, come back, and then get prepared for our next trading session, right? That's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate you guys so much. I know first day trading back for me in a week, and of course price action looks like this. That's okay. We might just have to wait till later or wait till tomorrow. That's cool. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Take care of those accounts. Be smart. God bless all of you. I will talk to you all very soon. I'll keep you updated, even if maybe there is a trade that I want to take. And before that session, I will let you guys know, but most likely there will not be. All right. So I'll see you guys all very soon. Remember, I'll keep you guys updated with our clothing, with the launch of our clothing. So just be looking out for that as well. All right, guys. Love you all. I'll talk to you very soon. Peace out, my friends.